Deepen your cosmic awareness. An Algerian woman told a group of researchers traveling with her to stop after several hours of driving through a smooth, flat desert region leading to the Algerian city of Gardaya. They stopped beside a huge tree, perhaps the only one along the 400 kilometers they had crossed. After drinking some water, one of them walked around the car to inspect it, only to discover that the front left tire was on the verge of completely losing its rubber layer. It was almost a miracle that the tire had not exploded during that vast journey across an empty desert at a speed of 180 km/h. It was the woman's hidden intuition that compelled them to stop the car at that critical moment, ultimately saving their lives. This example may represent what the psychologist Carl Jung meant by synchronicity, which refers to the meaningful coincidence between an external physical event and the emergence of an inner psychological symbol without any causal relationship or even any understandable logical connection between the two events. Things unfold as though the matter were related to a form of extrasensory perception. In similar situations, the human brain functions as an energy transformer, converting what is called infinite density into frequencies that can be perceived by the senses. David Bohm was among the scientists who spoke about an intelligent energy that occasionally drives us toward creative discoveries, although he did not clarify whether this energy is itself part of our own intelligence or not. These mental achievements are referred to as insight penetration or clairvoyant insight. This cosmic knowledge imposes itself, as the scientist Casanave explained through experimentation, leading to the idea that body B instantly knows, without any transfer of information whatsoever, about the change that occurred in body A through the very act of observation itself. This can also be seen clearly in the mechanisms of telepathy between people, especially among relatives and close friends, when telepathic messages seem to be transmitted during times of hardship or as warnings of dangers and disasters. Likewise, this cosmic knowledge appears evident in the law of half-life related to radioactive activity, where any atom that decays somehow knows exactly when it must do so in relation to the group to which it belongs. Within this same context, we also find that elementary particles such as protons and neutrons appear to count in a certain way, often combining in groups of 6 or 8. However, these particles do not count in the way we humans understand counting. In Islamic heritage, Zarqa al-Yamama was considered a remarkable example of the benefits that could arise from penetrating insight. There are many stories and examples in global references pointing to the tangible existence of this phenomenon. You may be sitting at home, relaxed, when suddenly, for no apparent reason, you begin thinking about an old friend whom you have neither seen nor heard from in a very long time. 5 minutes later, the doorbell rings, and there stands your friend on your doorstep. The phone rings, and at the very instant you pick up the receiver, you know with absolute certainty who is calling you. Or you visit a place for the very first time, yet an overwhelming feeling strikes you immediately. A strange sensation that you already know this place. A feeling of, I have been here before. You are walking with a friend when suddenly both of you begin humming the exact same melody in the very same tone of voice at precisely the same moment. Experiences like these, involving innate extrasensory abilities, are common among most people. However, for individuals with a heightened capacity for paranormal perception, flashes of this kind are regular occurrences that may happen many times within a single day. These astonishing examples of the phenomenon represent only the tip of the supernatural iceberg. Extrasensory abilities operate constantly at the subconscious or unconscious level, functioning like a kind of invisible personal radar that scans the environment for hidden dangers. Yet we become consciously aware of this process only on those occasions when the information perceived in a paranormal way possesses an unusual or dramatic quality. For example, you would not consider it particularly strange if a family member arrived home shortly after you had been thinking about them. But when the person involved is someone you never expected to see, only then does the coincidence become truly astonishing. Similarly, there is nothing remarkable about feeling familiar with a place you have visited many times before. Most of our actions seem to be fairly routine, making it difficult to notice the level of extrasensory perception that may accompany them. But when circumstances are unusual, such as a visit from a friend you lost contact with long ago, a dangerous incident, an unexpected phone call, or a visit to a strange place, then the paranormal factor reveals itself. Our extrasensory impressions are often perceived as mere imagination or coincidence. It is remarkable how many well-known skeptics of paranormal phenomena still prefer to explain such experiences in the language of instinct and intuition. Extrasensory ability is with us all the time, influencing our lives to a far greater extent than most people realize, and in ways that few ever suspect. Extrasensory perception is often an important factor in matters of health, creativity, luck, and personal relationships. Even sexual attraction or charisma is more closely connected to the psychological dimension than to the purely physical one. Extrasensory ability is an innate and natural capacity, present to some degree in every person and capable of being developed through proper training, just like any other talent. People differ in their aptitude for it, yet it lies dormant within us all. So don't forget to follow me for more.